Yeah.
It's 12, 15, 16.
Oh, Jesus.
That was stupid.
That was stupid. Oh, man.
Man, and I actually honestly think I liked the second one better.
Wow.
And the second one sucked.
I barely remember the second one. I saw it once and I hated it and didn't see anything. I don't really even remember a whole lot about it. So, no, but this was just... it was barely like a minorly passable, possibly passable thriller. Like if we were doing like a grading scale, like this is I don't even want to give it a C minus. You know what I mean? Like a passing. You know what? It's not passing. It's a D.
No, yeah.
It's a D at best, and the at best part comes just from just regular old, good old fashioned.
Because of the actors.
Because of the actors.
Because of Liam Neeson. Because of Forrest Whitaker. Because Dougray Scott can play a good bad guy.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
That's it. That's the only good things about it, and it was just a dumb.
This is the only kind of movie that, because it's a very poor, and I'm usually an apologist for a lot of things that Luc Besson writes. I am. This movie sucks. This movie sucks, and I loved 3 Days to Kill. This movie sucks, and I even kind of liked Lucy in its own batshit crazy way. This movie is a piece of shit.
Yeah,
this movie... Luc Besson could write a movie like this in his sleep, and he probably fucking did.
He probably did. They offered him they backed up a dump truck full of money and said, make a third Taken. And he while taking a shit, wiped his ass, and this is the result.
You want to move into up a little closer. You're very Batman. Now you're really Batman.
Really bad. Stupid light and everything.
So... It's even worse than Sarah's car, man. You got the visor that puts the cowl over your head. We have to find like the perfect... In Sarah's car, we have to find the... Dude, oh yeah, definitely. Like, we have to find like the spot like underneath the street lights and stuff like that, so it'll shine in perfectly. God damn it. Why did Jillian need her car tonight?
Good.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. So this movie is so dumb that the only thing that they would possibly save this movie, other than the actors in it, because the acting's fine.
Sure,
for
yeah.
the most part.
Yeah, I mean, Liam Neeson does his usual badassery.
He does.
Maggie Grace is, passable as the kind of the sensitive daughter sort of thing. Forrest Whitaker is actually kind of cool.
Because he's playing the exact same part he played in The Shield.
Which is is already a cool character, so might as well just keep going.
So just you roll with it, man. Like, I'm actually kind of glad they got Forrest Whitaker for this role, because even though, dear God, have I seen him do this shtick before.
Yeah.
This part would have been totally fucking vanilla if anyone else was playing it. And like he gives the character like little quirks, like playing with the rubber band, and even like that kind of Forrest Whitaker like awkward laughing during parts that aren't really supposed to be delivered humorously, like on The Shield, or the character he played on American Dad, which was a spoof of his character from The Shield. He does that in this movie, and while I've seen it before, it's entertaining.
It is entertaining. Yeah.
And I guarantee you that this part wasn't written like that in the script, so I'm glad it was him doing that, because that part would have been really forgettable without him in the role. Hell, there's 3 homicide detectives in this movie, and they might as well be the same fucking character.
They really should. I mean, really, they should have been. They were completely interchangeable.
Oh yeah, they
they have no names.
No,
that I know
just
of, other than
smarmy chewing gum, playing with toothpicks. 5 o'clock shadow. It's the same fucking characters. I'm glad Forrest Whitaker was there.
Right? Yeah.
But if anything else other than that would have made this movie in any way, shape, or form fucking watchable, it would have been at least like if the action was any good in it. And oh my God,
there was hardly any action.
Even beside, not really, but the action
was so bland and stupid that it was just I don't know.
The action is.
It didn't feel like there was a lot of action.
It didn't, because it was boring. Yeah. Because I couldn't tell what the fuck was going on in it. Yeah. Because Olivier Megaton. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. It looks
like Megaton. It's got the little thingy over the E. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Is a terrible fucking director.
Yes.
He also directed Taken 2, and I have a lot of the same problems with this as I had with Taken 2. Yeah. He is for a guy whose last name is fucking Megaton.
Megaton, yeah.
He cannot... That's like a guy being named fucking Optimus Prime and he doesn't know how to drive.
That's Megatron, is who you're thinking.
What?
Megatron is the robot.
No, but the guy's name literally is Megaton.
I know, yeah. As soon as,
Oh, Megatron. Yeah, it'd be like if Megatron couldn't fly a jet or shoot a gun. Or like, shoot a gun or something like that.
Yeah, right. No, Megaton is, that's like a unit of measurement for like nuclear bombs. Like, that's a badass friggin' name.
And he is a shitty action movie director. I can't tell what the fuck is going on in these action sequences.
Even just like the opening like shots of buildings. And he does that thing where it's like it's looking straight down, and then it whips around a building really fast, and then like angles up. It's like, why?
Because he's seen it in a bunch of other movies. I guarantee is why he did it. I guarantee that's why he fucking did that, because it does the whole thing like, here is our plan, and then you hear the sound effect, and then it shows a building in Los Angeles. I guess that's the building we're going to.
There's only so many buildings that... LA
the Capitol Records building, probably.
Well, no, that's what I don't know. Downtown LA is only like those like 4 or 5 skyscrapers. That's it. The rest of LA is just endless like 2-story sprawl.
Yeah.
So that's why one of the troubles of having LA be your setting is they only have those few buildings in downtown, so it's always just circling around those buildings. That's why they have to over and over and over again.
That's why they have to invent skyscrapers whenever they film an action movie in DC.
Right. Yeah.
The building is so not there. I can't. There are parts where people are getting shot. I can't tell where they're getting shot.
Of course, because it's PG-13 and it's.
Oh yeah, but it's done so poorly. Oh yeah. It's done to where you can tell shit is being edited out. It isn't like, okay, it is just a PG-13 action movie.
Right. No, yeah.
This movie clearly has shit edited out of it. So if you go see this, you are paying to see an edited for television movie. Yeah. That's what you're fucking doing. Yeah. That's what you were doing in the second one too.
This could have played on TV.
It's the same as this because you can tell every single part that is being cut. You can tell because it is always cutting away from somebody getting shot to the point to where I can't tell if they're getting shot. I can't tell. There's a gunfight in this in a store where there's bottles of wine blocking them in this row of wine and booze. I can't tell what's going on because one, it's shot so fucking poorly, and two, I don't know why no one is getting shot here.
Because they're two different, frankly, scenes. The one guy's on the ground shooting at foot level, and then it cuts to Liam Neeson and bottles over his head are exploding.
Yeah.
So it's just there's no continuity to any of it.
Why is nobody hitting anybody in this scene?
This ex-CIA super badass and ex-Russian Spetsnaz super badass are both terrible shots.
Apparently they're both just god-awful shots. Later on, Liam Neeson shoots a fucking guy in the chest with like a fucking machine gun. Guy probably gets shot about 20 times. Fuck all if you can see that happen. No. Or when the guy shoots himself in the mouth and has a reaction as if, did he miss himself?
Right.
This is edited so fucking poorly.
Right, you see him put the gun in his mouth and then you like hear a bang and then like you just see the front of his face.
And there's no blood, so it looks like he missed.
There's no blood, there's no back of his head exploded out. There's no blood even like on the floor.
No, it just looks like the guy scared himself to death.
It's like, whoa, that was scary. I'm gonna lie down and just shake for a bit.
Yeah, the guy at the beginning in the vault. I couldn't tell where he got shot.
That's right, yeah.
It looked like he got shot in the leg.
It did, yeah, that's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. It's like, this is kind of a mincy villain shooting. I'm going to shoot your accountant in the leg. He will need a Band-Aid on that. I mean, I was like, well, that's really stupid. But then he's just dead, but there's no bullet hole in his body.
Nowhere.
No, it's not like he has a bullet hole right on the forehead or anything. No, it's just, they shoot, and you're right, the angle of the gun when you see him get shot looks like he's shooting him in the leg, and he even reacts like he got shot in the leg. He reacts like, and falls down.
Oh, and that bad guy, by the way, looked like a cross between Lloyd Christmas and Frankenstein. I'm sorry, I
am stereotypical Russian bad guy. I will have tattoos of stuff all over me, and I will be very Russian, drink vodka, and with
a bowl cut like a 12-year-old child.
and I will have big, climactic battle in my tighty whities too.
That just looked like that whole scene smelled funky.
Yeah, it did. It really, really did.
And then everyone is god damn it, man. People are simultaneously so smart and so stupid in this. Forrest Whitaker is actually doing some things that keep himself slightly a step ahead of what Liam Neeson is doing in the movie. Yeah. Yet he is dumb enough to not realize Liam Neeson didn't do this shit.
Right, yeah. Like, it takes him a long time to fully put it all together.
Yeah. Liam Neeson is on top of everything in this, yet doesn't know that his wife appears to be married to a crooked-ass, skeevy arms dealer.
Right, yeah, like Liam Neeson has the resources with he and his little ex-CIA or whatever buddies that they can look up anything instantly. So you really think he's not the type of guy that's vetting all his ex-wives, new husbands? Yeah. Like, at some point he would have been like, wow, this guy's into some really crazy arms
And it doesn't seem like this guy is secretive about that in any way, shape, or form.
Like, that's his business. He's not like, oh, no, I sell apples or something.
How is this happening?
I own every apple cart in the city. But no, it's I sell weapons.
And it's Dougray Scott, so you know he's evil.
Of course you do.
As soon as he popped up in this movie, I'm like, he did it.
Guy. Oh, I know. Well, the opening scene was, your boss owes us money.
Yeah.
And there's like, okay, well, obviously some crooked businessman. And then there's only so few characters introduced that it's the one. It's like, of course it's him. He either did it, he's implicit in everything that happened or something. He is obviously, if not the main villain, possibly the closest to the main villain, and he was the main villain. That's what. And of course he was. I mean, there's only so many ways with the way that they set, so poorly set that up that it could have been. I mean, there's no twist. There's not. Oh God.
No, there's not. It's like that's like. Oh my God, I didn't realize Christopher Walken was going to turn out to be the bad guy. Like, there's no twist in this. Like, holy shit, Michael Madsen's the sleazy one?
Right, yeah. Well,
I mean, admittedly, Dougray Scott's fine in the movie.
Yeah, he's cool, yeah.
He often plays a good bad guy, but...
Yeah.
And I was trying to remember the other movies when I was watching because I did like the first one.
The first one was great, but I think the first one was great because
it had a different director.
But the point of the movie was, what awesome badass thing is he going to do next?
Yeah.
Like, what impossible situation is he going to waltz right into and do some crazy awesome? Because there really wasn't a mystery in that one. I mean, like there kind of wasn't like, where is my daughter? But it was less like, we're going to give you twists and turns and you'll never know who the bad guy is. There is a bad guy. The bad guy has his daughter. Yeah. And he's going to beat the ever-loving shit out of everybody.
Total Bronson-esque. Total Death Wish Bronson-esque.
Until he gets her, and he does. And it's so goddamn entertaining.
Very entertaining.
And it's great.
And also the original, too. Like, I know that there is an unrated version of the original, and I've seen that, but, like... That was also, when that was in theaters, that was a PG-13, but when I saw that movie in the theaters, I didn't feel like anything was fucking missing when I was watching it.
Agreed.
Or at least it was shot better, it was choreographed better.
But just some of the scenes that, I mean, like, in the first take, and one of the scenes that sticks out the most for me is when he's interrogating that guy.
Oh, yeah.
With the electric, and like, just that speech he gives, back in the old days, the power would only last for a couple hours. Now I can turn it on and they'll keep doing it until somebody stops paying the bill. Yeah. And then so that scene of him interrogating that guy and then just leaving and just flicking on the lights as he leaves. I mean, it's like that was awesome. Oh. And there really was nothing anywhere close to that type of a scene.
No, this is the difference between like Die Hard and Die Hard 5.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason why this isn't quite as bad as Die Hard 5 is at least I think a few people were trying in this. Oh my God, that wasn't the case in Die Hard 5. They're both directed about the same fucking way. Yeah. This movie has scenes where he just magically escapes things.
He does. Yeah. He's in a car and the car suddenly is pushed off a cliff.
Yeah.
And then, explodes. And all the bad guys think he's dead because, that would kill him.
There is no rhyme or reason to him surviving any of this other than he can just magically appear later on and he's alive.
Right, or like he somehow, like the super secure elevator.
Oh my God.
He just somehow managed, because of course we all know that every elevator actually has that panel that you can pop up and get around. which by the way, no fucking elevator anywhere actually has that. Let's just clear up that little trope right now. No elevator has a hatch anywhere. None do ever, but this is the super secret elevator that the Russian bad guy has built so that it's super secure, and it has one. Because everything does. It always does.
When they drove, That wasn't as bad as when they drove the car through that elevator shaft.
Right.
First of all, that was filmed so horribly, I couldn't tell if it was an elevator shaft or a tunnel.
Right.
But then the whole thing blows up,
Right.
and he just is
Because-
there later on.
Well,
I don't know how he got out of that.
Right, because remember, LAPD, all of their cars are fueled by napalm. So,
Yeah. He is honestly very lucky he is not that nobody died from his shenanigans in
but
this.
that's the thing. Is like it's one of those. It's like
He blew up half a building.
he blew up half a building. He does that whole sequence on the interstate where, like, that truck crashes and crushes
Yeah.
all those cars. And
Because
then,
there needs to be an action sequence.
right, and then, like, they did the movie thing of they had the one guy stand up and go, oh, did you see that? He was off
Yeah,
in the
I
corner
did.
there. He's like, oh, wow, I'm so
Yeah.
glad I survived that. No one survived. First of all, no LA freeway is that clear.
Yeah.
They're all jam-packed full of people. All of those cars would be crushed. All of the people would be killed.
It's
so
like
it'd be, congratulations, Mr. Mills. You've proven that you were not the one that murdered your wife.
You killed a
were,
lot of
however,
other people,
You killed
though.
a lot
All
of
right.
people on the interstate when you blew up that building and when you did all that other stuff. So
tosses a smoke bomb into a school.
into
at
a
one
school,
point.
yeah. So congratulations, you're right. You're innocent. You didn't murder your wife. You murdered a lot of other people.
You really killed a lot of fucking people.
And they're pretty pissed about it.
So with the other movies too, like in terms of I was asking you this when we left. I was trying to remember the Famke Janssen, if she was married or not in the other, because I thought I remembered her having a husband.
I can't even remember.
I mean, I knew they were divorced. I remember that. It's been. I liked the first one, but it's probably been since it first came out that I saw it. The second one, boom, one year out the other.
Yeah.
This one, when Dougray Scott pops up as the husband, I'm like, okay, I don't remember him from the other ones. I certainly don't remember her being married to like a sleazy guy in the other movies. Like, did she have a husband that died in the other one? That's a question for people out there, honestly.
they'll
Like, I thought I remembered her being. I could be wrong, but I knew they were divorced. But okay, so in the span of. I even looked at. That's why I was looking on my phone after the movie ended, because I was like, was Dougray Scott in the other movies? Was this character in the other movies? Apparently, just within the 2 years between Taken 2 and Taken 3, Famke Janssen just married an arms dealer.
Yeah. A very like proud of the fact that he was an arms dealer. Yeah. And like it was never like because like at the end when it's revealed,
We're ready, boss.
And Maggie Grace was like, you did it. Your goddamn shitty deal is what killed my mother. It was less like, holy shit, you're an arms dealer. No, it was like, your shitty deal got this. It's like, no, so everyone
Your shitty deal got this, and I was like,
just knew he was an arms dealer.
I was honestly sitting there, sort of like, okay, let's be fair. How many times has Liam Neeson almost gotten your asses killed during all this?
It's kind of true. He is just a little bit responsible for some of this stuff. So, yeah.
Oh man, and so he's got his own. Maggie Grace, God love her, is in this just to get kidnapped again because
Right,
she does.
she does
And
get
you've seen this in a million movies. Dougray Scott has his own private plane. He kidnaps Maggie Grace. Only reason why she's there in the last act is just so he can kidnap her.
Right, he has somebody to go save. Yeah.
And so it's the speeding towards the airport is like the private plane is gonna take off, and oh my fucking god!
I'm trying to think that like
I've seen this movie. That was the Dan Aykroyd Dragnet. It was way funnier than this movie.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, I can think of a couple video games that have there's that convention of the car crashing into the plane to stop it. I've seen it so many times. You know what's funny is that I was saying as we were walking out, there's a line that pops up a lot in this film, is they talk about predictable.
You're predictable,
They say,
Dad.
oh, Dad, you're predictable. And he says, oh, well, you know me, I'm just predictable. And then, they say, and then at one point, when the cops are tailing his daughter, he says, just use the same predictable schedule. See, what they were trying to do is they were trying to tell us, they're saying, it's going to be predictable. Everything is predictable and like blandly predictable because it was.
Oh my god, yeah.
It was so predictable.
Well, he really counted on that no one was going to buy another thing of like yogurt too.
Right, yeah. Because these convenience stores, never sell things. People don't just walk in there. No, God.
Am I missing? And the dialogue is really stupid here. Like, to go back to like Maggie Grace, honestly think Maggie Grace is. I've seen her do really good work.
Good.
She can do other stuff in movies besides be the one who always gets kidnapped or always gets murdered in the first act.
Right. Yeah.
She can do really good.
She's gonna get pigeonholed in that.
She honestly is not bad in this.
No, she's
when
not.
she loses her mother, she's showing some tears, and I'm like, wow. I mean, God love you for putting forth effort into this movie.
Yeah, right.
God bless you. And so they do really stupid dialogue. Like at the beginning, she's pregnant in the movie, but she hasn't told Liam Neeson yet, and it's really stupid shit. Like she meets him in a restaurant to tell him, and he's sitting there, and there's like a kid acting up in the next table, and Liam Neeson, he doesn't know she's pregnant at this point, and Liam Neeson goes like, "Oh, could you believe that? That kid's gonna be a monster in a few years." Oh,
But he doesn't even go that far. He just says, "Well, that's going to be trouble."
That's gonna be trouble.
If he'd have gone into like this big long speech of, God, kids are such a pain in the ass, and like really putting his but then she like gets all mincy and says, "Well, no, I just wanted to talk to you about getting a puppy." And I was like, oh, really?
I will teach this dog a certain set of skills. Not shitting on the bedroom carpet.
Good luck.
I will find you, and I will neuter you. God damn it. Man, I can't even think that this movie would be even that much better if you were to see an uncut version, because I've seen the uncut version of Taken 2, and it still sucks.
The story's not that. I mean, the story sucks.
The story sucks, and plus, even if you have like the stuff put back in of where there would obviously be blood splatter, where you would obviously be able to tell if these people have been shot.
Right.
Even if that is still in there, it is still that muddled, shaky cam fucking bullshit that you can't fucking tell what is going on.
I was trying to think. Taken 2 registers nowhere in my memory, but I don't think Taken 1 had that, did it?
No,
I don't think it did. I liked it too much.
Yeah.
Not
like this. Not like this.
I mean, I'm all about, inventive methods for storytelling as a director and whatnot. Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
And I understand the aesthetics of handheld, but at the same time,
me too.
That's kind of your shtick. But like I'm going to shake it up so much and fling things around so much that I can't tell what the hell's going on.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like when I say like fuck shaky cam and all that, I'm not really saying shaky cam in general, because dear God, would that be hypocritical of me to say. But that doesn't necessarily mean bad. Like directors can use that well. You have to be. Paul Greengrass has done that. At least, like, okay, maybe like a Bourne movie can give you a headache and whatnot, but I could at least still tell what's going on.
I knew who. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. So many times I can just go, ugh.
Right.
I don't even know what it is. I guess it was better than Expendables 3. I don't know.
Is that praise, really? I don't even know. I mean, oh, man.
If you want to see a really fucking good Liam Neeson movie, watch Walk Among the Tombstones. Dear God, watch that movie. That was a great fucking movie. This is just trash.
Yeah, this was trash.
This is just action movie. Just when the movie ended, there was, first of all, it was kind of dead in that theater.
Yeah, it was.
There really wasn't that many people there. There was more people at the Imitation Game, and I almost said the Intimidation Game, but that was this movie. And there was, the movie ended, and I could hear one girl in the very back who was just like, "Oh my God, that was so awesome!"
I heard that. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, it's like,
if you're that person, you'll really like this movie.
Yes, you will find this to be the most entertaining and intelligent movie you've ever seen.
Smartest movie I ever took my girl to, bro.
That's right, bro.
Fuck.
Oh man.
I so don't recommend this.
No,
I can't. I wouldn't even like, if you are going to see this, because
your friends or somebody's dragging you to it.
Well, if you're gonna go see this because you've seen the other movies and because you like Liam Neeson, which I get, I would.
Well, the thing is, I still like Liam Neeson, and for what it's worth, he still does some very Liam Neeson-y things.
Oh, he does. It's just a shitty directed movie,
right, yeah.
All of that stuff. But even if I wasn't even having not even liked the second one all that much, like even if I wasn't seeing this for a video, I would still be watching this movie in some way, shape, or form.
I wanted to see. I mean, I was excited about without seeing it.
Well, I would have...
just because I really like Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Even though, frankly, his average is not great. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest with you. He does some really awesome stuff, but there's been some stinkers. That
Well, it's like Bronson in that regard, where it's like... It kind of is, because it's like I can't really yell that much about this movie because he's still cool in the movie.
Yeah, he's still cool.
Just like Bronson was in a lot of shitty movies, but he was still really cool in them.
He was still Bronson. Oh, yeah.
And this is Bronson, Missouri.
I'd like to help you, but this is Bronson, Missouri.
And like I honestly would have, because I knew that this was going to be edited down to a PG-13, so I would, if I wasn't seeing this for a video, I would have waited I honestly would have waited till it came on video. That's what I did with the second one.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to see this because you like the others and because you like Liam Neeson, again, that's why I would have watched it, but wait until it comes out on video. If you liked the second one, you'll probably like this. If you're that airhead in the audience, you'll really like it.
It was a movie. It had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
No, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess she's got me there. I can't argue with that logic.
So baby, just don't talk.
So I would say if you're like that, wait to rent it on video. But if not, fuck it.
Yeah,
forget about it, man.
Stay home.
It sucks. It sucks. Watch Walk Among the Tombstones. Watch Nonstop. That was a much better movie than this. Well, Nonstop was dumb, but at least it was fun.
And that's fine. And that's totally fine.
Oh God, yeah.
You just have to be dumb and entertaining. This wasn't really entertaining.
Nonstop was way more well-made than this movie.
Yeah.
Or The Gray. Watch The Gray.
Oh, yeah.
Great fucking Liam Neeson movie. Was this better than
Unforgettable?
What was that what it was called? Forgotten?
Forgotten.
I think it was called Forgotten.
Was it called Forgotten? Yeah.
You saw that. You were telling me that before about that before we hit record.
Yeah. Forgotten was one of those movies. Well, the thing is honestly, Forgotten was a movie that was entertaining until the reveal of the twist. And if those of you have seen it before, you know what I'm talking about. At least you appreciate what I can talk about. Is that it's like, oh wow, really cool. Okay, yeah. What a mystery. Why does nobody recognize him? Why is this? And then it's, oh wait, they're all jewel thieves or something like that. They're thieves of art or something valuable. And so instead of just letting him sit in the hospital for another couple days and pull off the heist, they try to kill him.
Well, you don't want to do that.
Okay.
He's Liam Neeson. You can't do that.
So honestly, that movie, like because the ending was so bad, it tainted all of the movie for me.
That wasn't really the case with this.
No, this movie was.
This wasn't like, oh man, I was really liking this until it turned out there was an insurance scam going on.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. Oh yeah. There was an insurance scam going on. Oh jeez. Boo.
I don't think I got anything else.
I got nothing else.
I don't think I do. I think we've pretty much gone through most of the really shitty things about this movie. I know I'm probably gonna drive home and be like, "Fuck, I forgot about that one thing about it."
What else is there?
I have no idea.
It was just just bad.
I don't know. Next week, there's a few movies next week. Next week is like, I think Black Hat, American Sniper, and whoever goes to see The Wedding Ringer. We're going to be seeing Sunday, like me, Dave, and Sarah are seeing and this will be a Patreon midnight screening because it'll be when they re-release Wizard of Oz.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's see the magic of Wizard of Oz on the big screen.
It'll blow your mind.
Oh my God. When did this start being in color? I blinked my eyes. What the fuck?
There's color on the screen.
Dave, tell him to fix the projection. See you then.
Bye.